Sherlock Holmes never said, "It's elementary, my dear Watson," and that, my friends, is a fact of life. Thank you, and welcome to That's the Facts of Life, where I go through all the topics that matter to you and bring you just the facts. Today's topics include FINRA amends while arbitrators offend. Before we get there, though, let's check in on that naughty list. Topping the list this week is a FINRA 2-for-1 special. Large financial institutions continue to dominate the 2015 naughty list, as Morgan Stanley and Scottrade were recently fined a combined $950,000 for insufficient systems. Brad Bennett of FINRA said, firms must have robust supervisory systems to monitor and protect the movement of customer funds. And when I say robust, I'm talking a rich Starbucks full-bodied robust. The day late and dollar short theme also continued as both firms were previously informed of significant system gaps, yet choose to take a 6-figure hit before finally whipping out the old caulk gun. In Stuttering Stanley's case of failed detection, 3 registered reps converted nearly $500,000 from 13 customer accounts into fraudulent wire transfer orders. Scottrade's oversight wasn't as bad, though. They just failed to obtain customer confirmations for over 17,000 third-party transfers, totaling more than $880 million. Not bad. Both blunders have since been unblundered, including firing the 3 reps, repaying customers, and implementing systems that are kid-tested, FINRA approved. In other news, FINRA recently filed a proposed rule change with the SEC that would affect various arbitration rules and codes. The proposal, which was prompted by arbitrator complaints, would require parties in an arbitration hearing to provide a greater advance notice for any cancellation or postponement and pay a higher fee. Currently, partygoers have 3 business days to give an advance cancellation notice and pay a $100 per arbitrator fee. While arbitrators complained that half a week wasn't long enough to secure replacement employment and getting paid $100 to do nothing all day, well, that wouldn't do. So FINRA proposed to increase the notice window to 10 business days and raise the fee to $600, or what arbitrators would receive had they actually done something that day. Now, logically, if arbitrators are given ample time to secure other employment, why then would they need to receive a fee to offset their no longer lost income? We don't know. Instead of addressing this fallacy in the proposal, FINRA decided to offer some solid strategies to avoid the increased fee. Like, parties should address arbitration issues sooner. They should negotiate sharing the cancellation fee, and parties should go on and on till the break of dawn. FINRA believes the proposed changes will result in fewer cancellations, an increase in friendly settlements, and better retention of qualified arbitrators. Now, the thing about that statement, which is funny, is that FINRA's arbitration system has been ridiculed for being a wee bit flawed. Many of you may recall when FINRA provided the parties in a hearing with a list of potential arbitrators, including 2 people who are no longer amongst the living. Oh, and who could forget that arbitrator that told FINRA he was a lawyer, and it only took them 15 years to figure out he's not a lawyer at all, he's a big phony. Well, now FINRA can add the untold tale of the arbitrator who failed to disclose his judicial misconduct, as well as being arrested for voyeurism. That's right, unbeknownst to FINRA was the fact that this gentleman was convicted of acts of judicial misconduct in 1991 for making inappropriate gestures to female court employees, and a misdemeanor charge from 1982 for trespassing and looking through his neighbor's window. Not only did he not disclose any of this, he actually emphasized his skills in employment controversies, including gender discrimination and sexual harassment cases. Now, that takes the whole "what are your weaknesses" section of your application to a brand new level. Needless to say, he is no longer an arbitrator for FINRA's roster, as they continue to remove the creeps and the dead people from the pool. However, the recent incident, coupled with previous glitches, has prompted FINRA to run Google searches on arbitrators prior to assigning them. A FINRA spokesperson said the procedures we're putting in place will help to ensure that parties receive information and make sure that our active arbitrators are eligible to serve. That way we avoid any hearings that are similar to a weekend at Bernie's. Regardless, investors with an upcoming arbitration would be wise to conduct a search on prospective panelists or wait for FINRA to release their latest tool, Arbitrator Check, powered by Google. Well, that'll do it for today. To learn more about industry news, check out the Compliance Digest, and don't forget to tune into an all-new episode in 2 weeks. And in case you didn't know, all porcupines float in water. And that, my friends, is a fact of life.